I like it when there's something that goes viral for good reason, all right? Tens of millions of people are really pissed off, and for good reason. Last Saturday, New York City, right? Penny the Chihuahua is going out for a little walk, mauled by two pit bulls. You know, not like it was a fight. They mauled this little dog, all right? And the owner was there and had no control. And the way these dogs were acting raises the question of why were they so bite aggressive? You know, why couldn't anybody get them to stop? It's like this was what they thought they were taught to do, okay? All caught on video, bystanders, everybody's going crazy. 15-pound Chihuahua somehow survived. The pit bull's owner just walks away, right? Miraculously, Penny's okay. And she's here with us right now with her owner, Lauren Claus, like Santa Claus. And this is certainly a gift. She looks good, a little sedated. It is just so fortunate that she got away from two supersized pit bulls.
Yes, very. We think she's a little miracle, to be honest. But it was all of the people that jumped in to help that really, that's why she's here today. That we think that if there weren't those people around, if it wasn't this very crowded area of the Upper West Side full of dog lovers, if they hadn't jumped in to help, she wouldn't be with us today.
Now, the issue for you is that it shouldn't just be about money. It shouldn't just be civil.
Right.
If you were to bite the dog,
right,
you would get charged with a crime. But when someone raises dogs that wants to maul an innocent Penny,
yeah,
nothing happens.
Exactly. Yeah, we're really concerned that this person is raising and breeding their dogs to fight. We have seen a lot of things in the video that make us think that it's possible he was training and using Penny, or possibly trying to use another dog to train his dogs to fight. We are really trying to get the police to look into it, but they keep sending us all over the city, trying to do other things, and they keep saying it's civil, it's civil, it's civil. There's nothing we could do that's criminal, and it's because dogs are property. And I don't know about you, but I have literally never thought of this dog as property. This dog is my family, and I would do anything for my family.
What do you want to change, and how did it go at the meeting with the officials today?
Right. Well, we want several things to happen immediately. The first thing to happen immediately is to get the dogs off the streets. That's really important. And Gail Brewer has said that she's going to make that her #1 priority. So that's good. And the second thing we want is some criminal action for these owners. We don't believe that they should be able to own animals ever again. And we want the DA's office to prosecute. We saw an assault during the time on a human, so we think that that's a good avenue to go.
You mean when the guy grabbed the person's hair and yanked him away?
Correct. And that man, for his own reasons, does not want to step forward, which we understand. However, we don't think that it would hinder the DA's case, considering there's very obvious evidence of the hair pulling. They could still bring the charges. So we want that to happen.
Are you worried at all that they'll punish the dogs? They may put the dogs down, but not do anything to the owner.
Right.
The dogs are just doing what somebody allowed them to do.
We understand that euthanasia might be a consequence of this. It's really unfortunate because I'm a huge dog lover. I owned a mix that had some pit in him, so I'm a lover of all dogs. And I would ideally, in an ideal world, love for those dogs to get brought to some kind of rescue or rehabilitation for fighting dogs, if that's even possible. But I understand that the safety of the community is the most important thing, so we really just need to get them off the street. In regards to not having anything happen to the owner, I think that would just be a gross miscarriage of justice.
It's going to happen again. If they don't think that they're going to get punished, if their dogs are out of line, it'll just keep happening.
And if we take the dogs away, they'll just get new dogs.
Penny, I want you to know that everybody loves you because of what you endured. And you are just a calm, pretty little puppy. And she looks great.
Yeah.
Just a few days out from this, she looks great. Look at her.
Thank you. Say hi.
Very calm, Penny, the face of change. Lauren, we will stay in touch. And you let us know when you hit the roadblock.
Thank you.
And we'll be here.
Yes,
okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing your little doggy.
Of course.
And thank you for bringing this story. And thank you for fighting for change.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.